The submarine glides through the inky black waters of deep sea. A sleek metallic whale smoothly moving through ocean depths. Two lights shimmering out into the endless darkness of that space, like the depths of a starless space. A state-of-the-art Akatori Group war vessel made for human solutions, a large military operation, commissioned to hunt down the elusive deep-sea black sites of Tharsin's Shi Biogenetics division and to acquire them by force. Inside the cramped space, a dozen Black Ops soldiers, the best of the best within Human Solutions ranks. They sit silently, allowing the military AI submarine to ferry them through the abyss to their destination. Coordinates hard fought for in the war waging above across multiple continents. As they neared the concealed fortress of Siren's Demise, a younger Marcus Connolly looks up outside of the display. Redcliffe, when you're ready, fire. Moments later, 3 EMP torpedoes launched from the submarine, ghosted with military-grade concealment, nearly impossible to detect. By the time the Siren's Demise automatic security system detects the bombs, it's too late, though it frantically attempts to counter them. The first EMP explodes, sending ripples of electric energy slamming against the black site's uppermost defense systems. The second, nearly on target, detonates, taking out the rearmost defense systems. The third, a safety measure in case one failed, was jarred by the explosions and fails to detonate, careening into the hull of Siren's Demise with a crash, tearing into it. Then the detonation, sending a devastating amount of electric energy into the interior of the site. Well, shit. Number 3 breached, boys. It's going to be messy inside. Be ready. Several minutes pass as the submarine forcibly docks with the station, welders cutting through the blast plates of the hull. Marcus rises from his seat, looking to the other men, all now standing. Remember the mission. It stays the same. Force compliance as quickly as we can, and avoid damaging what's inside if possible. Human Solution wants the station, and wants it operational, hopefully acquiring the mines, operating it as well. He turns to look into the dark corridor ahead, flickering lights and sparking electronics, hissing steam, and a slow, creeping dread building at the back of his neck. He steps into Siren's Demise. We return to the present day some 50 years later, still atop one of Bangkok's tallest arcologies upon the artificial landscape of the rail estates. 4 Eidolons emerge from the lobby of the estate into the drizzling weather, the mission briefing still fresh upon their minds, mingling with many other questions and uncomfortable unknowns. They plan to depart for New Atlantis in 24 hours. 24 hours to research their next steps, to breach the complex signal jammer of the city, and to look into their own personal objectives. All right. Riot, Vinny, Vivian, and Remy, you guys emerge from the lobby area, having just received the mission briefing from Dreyfus Rail and from his administrator, Mr. Peel. Now it's up to you guys what you would like to investigate, look into. Many of you in your time before might have things you're interested in investigating now, but you all have 24 hours to do the digging that you would like to do in collaboration with one another or not. It's really up to you how you use your contacts, but 24 hours to investigate what you want to get ready for heading down to the kelp farms, where you will be smuggled into New Atlantis via one Cole Briggs, a smuggler, a kelp farmer. He runs a racket, bringing in illicit materials into New Atlantis under the radar. Pretty much the only way in without being going through many, many levels of security protocols.
Well, I have some ideas on how we can try to make it so we can still have contact with outside of New Atlantis while we're in there. I think I could have some contacts work on that. Does anyone have any contacts that think could help? It might be quite the job.
What kind of connection are you talking about, Ryan? Are you talking about some sort of a physical connection, some sort of a cyber hacking breach? I mean, I've got some contacts from my old days, military contacts, let's just say. If we need some hands-on type work, then yeah, maybe. But if you're talking about hacking, that sort of thing might be better handled internally with your contacts.
Well, what I know is that there is signals that come from New Atlantis to the outside world. They're just very controlled. But if we can, I've narrowed down a receiver outside. One sec, hold for train.
These damn trains.
Up in the sky.
Yep.
Riot reminds you guys about. Oh, it did already pass. You're good.
Yeah.
Continue.
That the only hiccup is I can't hack it from here. I would need to get closer, or someone would, and I think it is a UN owned building. So I was wondering if you had any ties that would help with access that way.
I mean, Remy, don't you have some high-level contacts in those realms? I could maybe try to fix this up with something on site. I mean, if there's a system of checks and balances, that means there's got to be someone checking and balancing. And if there's an individual doing such a thing, I might be able to leverage something to figure out who that is and what kind of secrets they might be wanting to keep hidden.
I have perhaps someone who will attempt such a... I wonder if I dangle the UN in front of them, if they will go for it. They're rather voracious. I will try.
You talk about the UN as if it's almost a doggy biscuit. This is interesting to me.
To know them is to know they've courted such things before. Is this something you want? I guess I should ask, are you looking for complete control over communication, or simply a part of that control, a hidden portion?
I think more at what you're hinting at with this second option. I mean, complete control is always good and all, but I think we're just trying to find some hidden lane for us to be able to send messages in and out in case we need to.
Well, what my thought process is, at least for the safety of my contact, is something along the lines of a one-time back and forth. A simple burst that can't be traced, and even if it is traced, they're gone before they can trace it. That would mean we have very little time for communication, but we would be able to get a message out. I'm looking out for the safety of my contact in this.
And the family. None of this, of course, that we do, and we should all be aware of this, none of this can fall back upon the Rail family.
Correct.
Of course. Wouldn't want to dirty their records.
Insight check.
By all means.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So are what you're suggesting, Riot, would be you reaching out to your net diving contact and Remy reaching out to his to get basically a 2-person front to try and breach and create a channel that you guys can use? Or are you thinking Remy just handling this by himself?
I'm almost more thinking now that I might just try to handle it myself with a contact, and then if that doesn't work, we go with what Remy can do, because I like this like one burst thing, but it kind of seems like a good like backup if something with a more back and forth can happen.
So
Right,
do
why
you
don't
want
you-
me to work on the backup while you work on yours?
I think that's up to you. If you think it would take some time to set up, I would maybe start conversations. But I mean, you know, I'm not one to bet on myself failing.
Remy, would you go ahead and give me a net diving check? This is more to see like this one burst option. How difficult would it be?
How difficult would it be?
In a you know, the UN is kind
What
of
is my
world
net?
peacekeeping. Remy can do this, and also Riot. I'm sorry, as well, because you two are discussing this sort of idea.
Yeah, and I kind of want to
so
see
that's
how hard.
Intelligence roll then?
Yep, it's going to be intelligence and then net diving if you have any points added to net diving, which I don't think you do. Yeah,
No, I do not.
you're a Scion.
Yeah, I don't know. What was net diving? What is this junk?
That's why you got a net diving contact.
That's right. I got a straight 10.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I got a 12 on mine. Did not roll
On a 12.
well.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be difficult no matter what. Going at it with one net diver, depending on the skill of your net diver, and from a mechanical standpoint, generally speaking, the amount of influence you throw will heavily determine the result. A one burst is not a difficult operation, although going against the UN, it could get messy if your result is poor. You could probably, again, depending on how much your stock you're putting into your contact, you could probably get more than that. Of course, the most difficult being complete control of that channel. Something in the middle might be certain time slots where you set up a sort of back channel communication going out with typical traffic of communication, where you're just piggybacking along those communications. Would be somewhere in the middle, but it's going to really depend on how much you want to throw. Remembering that it's UN, so it's a step up in difficulty.
So I think the two options I would propose is we either both spend a little bit of influence to try to both work on this, or I'm okay with shouldering some influence on this if you want to spend yours elsewhere.
So I guess the question is, do you want to take complete control or do like a piggyback?
I think I'm okay with more of a piggyback. You know, we'll always aim for as much control as we can, but you know, with these air gaps, you know, anything is good.
I think if we're combining our contacts, I think going for the at least the middle ground of control is probably best. So
if you're both going to do it, Riot, what is your contact? What's his background?
Well, so the two contacts that I've made, one is a criminal fixer, and then I have one who has the corpo background and is like a software coder. So I don't actually.
That's the one you'd probably work with. Your software.
Yeah.
Definitely would have a cyber security, especially from a corporate or government entity, What's his? That's Trinket.
That
the other one?
one is I named him Frank.
Frank. Okay, so Frank would definitely be who you would want for this sort of job. Remy, what's the background of your contact that you were thinking for this?
Private net diver.
Criminal or house or?
Well, private, like I'm private, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Kind of a free agent.
Yeah.
Sort of character. Okay. Sounds good. You guys are looking for a to answer your quick question, Vinny, Black Rabbit would likely not. There's just been one little touch point. Black Rabbit is far too busy.
No, that would be awesome. I would love to.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, Paul, can I have Black Bunny? Is that a thing?
But between the two of them, you guys combined, working with your contacts, would need to beat a score of 20 to get a piggyback program hidden and active. So I'll leave it up to you to how much influence you want to throw. Remember, Riot, you always get plus. Your contacts are level 2. So you actually throw one extra dice whenever you use them. So if you spent, say, 3 influence, you would be rolling 4 dice instead of just 3 dice. So you guys determine how many dice between the two of you and how much influence to spend as you guys start to work together, calling up your contacts, going through, being like, hey, I have somebody I want you to work with. And you guys are essentially creating another mini team of hackers to go after the UN complex.
That's very cool.
I mean, I'm willing to throw like 3 influence at this.
I'll probably throw 4 of mine, since the only other thing I want to do is combining both of my contacts.
Okay.
So I'll do 4.
So then I need both of you to roll 4d6 because 3 influence gets you 4 riot. Both of you roll and let me know your result. And let's hope you both don't roll really low.
All right.
I got a 15.
Oh, there we go.
And this is just what we get on the dice. I'm not adding anything.
Correct. Yep, just what
All
you
right.
roll on the dice.
I got 13.
13. Very good. You guys task these 2 contacts, Frank and what was your contact's name?
Codename Alice.
Alice. Frank and Alice, you guys essentially tell them to work together. Throw in your influence. Not all too incompatible. Alice has done jobs both for corporations and for criminal syndicates before, so she's comfortable working with a more corporate-minded individual. And the 2 of them get to work. They'll inform you guys when this operation is complete, but you can expect it's going to take several hours at least to breach a UN facility and try and get this communication in. A 28 is a very strong roll between the 2 of them.
Take your time. We have 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll take our time.
Be careful.
We'll move to Vinny and Vivian. Is there any contact or anything you guys want to explore, knowing that this hacking operation is underway to try and get signaling into place? Any other elements of this job? I mean, the job is fairly simple, right? You're going to be whisked down into kelp farms, escorted through by smugglers. A guy named Cole Briggs is going to take you through and get you into New Atlantis. That's what you know about the mission. It's pretty simple. But is there any avenue, any element of this mission that you would like to explore?
Go ahead, Vivian, if you'd like to.
I was trying to figure that out because they're handling the communication part. So we know Marcus is wearing a teenage girl.
Yep.
Probably has modified her by this point
Mhm.
to make up for the fact that he's not in his body. He's going for 1 to 2 targets.
You could potentially look into Vi Stone Gap, the Stone Gap family. I mean, there's various elements if you're interested, if you think it might be helpful into the future. You also know that Vi Stone Gap will be looking into either infiltrating New Atlantis military or the academy within New Atlantis. Both have submarines that are capable of deep sea travel.
And you also have a bunch of weird intrigue stuff going on in your backstory. That's really interesting.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, just a few
personal
things to
stuff can work too.
look into on that end.
If you want to think about it, I have a couple things that
I'm gonna think about it.
All right, that works. All right, so Vinny is going to ring up his criminal contact, Mario Papini, who works for Red Saffron.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Vinny, it's been a while, my friend. How we doing?
Fair to Midland. I'm calling on work time. But I know what happened last time.
For the rails, right? For the rails. How's that?
So, a little
son
bit
of
here, a little bit there.
Villian doing?
Yeah, still son of a bitchin' is what they're doing. Look, I know things didn't go as planned last time we worked together, and we just kind of have to let bygones be bygones at this point. Am I right?
Yeah, something like that, Vinny. Something like that.
I'm going on a little trip. You might call it a vacation, possibly. Little place. I don't know if you've been there. New Atlantis.
Well, of course you work for the rails. Of course you're going to New Atlantis, you son of a bitch.
There's
Jesus,
certainly some perks.
You're wanting to do Red Saffron a favor, get us a little foothold down there, right? That's what you're calling about, Vinny?
Actually, I was calling to see if you knew of any games that were going on down there while I'm in the neighborhood. I thought maybe I'd sit at a table and win some money.
Oh, gambling. I could look into it. I mean, New Atlantis, that place is locked down. That's the world of the elite. But, up the totem pole in Red Saffron, there are those who have access. I could ask around. You went in on a game down in New Atlantis? The stakes are high. That's expensive.
That's what excites me, Mario. The stakes.
All right, I can do some asking around up the ladder with Red Saffron.
Maybe a bookie or someone who's like-minded between you and I, and understands sort of the game behind the game. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Of course, Vinny.
I'm gonna need some contacts while I'm down there, and I figured if anybody knows something about the criminal underworld in a place where the rich and filthy rich recreated, be you and Red Saffron.
So you're looking to above table. You're looking to procure a contact
a new contact down there who can
within the gambling world.
Yep.
This I won't actually have you roll for, Vinny. It will cost you 6 influence, but you will gain a level 2 contact down in New Atlantis through of criminal background and ties to Red Saffron. If you want to pay.
Am I able to negotiate with Mario on this 6? Can I make a roll to negotiate it down to, say, 5?
A charisma check, certainly.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see. So
I'm going to say you're aiming for something like a 15.
Oof, I don't even think I can.
Well, you got edge dice. Yeah,
I do. I do. This is just to save 1 influence, but we'll go for it. And you
Why
can only use one edge dice per
That's
attempt,
correct.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. I basically need 2 6s on this because I'm rolling 2 dice. Vinny is not the most charismatic Eidolon that we've ever seen.
Individual.
Yeah, here we go. No, that's only a 6. There's no way I can get to it. All right.
Yeah,
I'll spend the 6
Okay.
influence to get that sweet contact.
Well, all right, Vinny. Let me ask up the ladder. We got some people down there. The elite, corporate or not, do enjoy their fair share of chemicals, and certainly chemicals that are not legal. And red saffron. That's what we do.
I do.
It's all about enjoyment. People enjoying themselves, Vinny. Right? Don't you forget that.
It's a little bit about enjoyment. And a little bit about profit. And that we can agree.
Yeah, I mean, of course, naturally. What about this world isn't about profit, Vinny?
Well said, Mario. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, you'll hear from me soon. All right.
I also would like to make Andrew Raymond, aka Riot. I also have a contact named Frank. He goes by his code name Ursus, and I'm going to try to track him down. I don't know if he would be local to where we are, or if I'd have to ring him on some sort of a sat connection or what. He's probably remote, I'm guessing, just based on what he does. Up to you.
Remind me, is he paramilitary?
He's paramilitary. Yep.
You could still reach him. I mean, EMS has a global signal. He probably doesn't answer unless he knows who's calling him.
Yeah.
But he knows you. Okay. You guys go back a ways.
Yep. Yeah, we've worked together before, many times. I'm gonna get in touch with him as well.
Hey, Vinny.
What's up, Sarge?
It's been a long time since you called.
You keeping yourself alive, it sounds like, at least.
Yeah, I'm keeping myself alive, and you're keeping yourself cushy. You gone soft yet? Sitting on all those nice cushions up in your high tower?
I would be lying if I said there weren't some substantial perks to working for the man.
Yeah.
I miss the old days, though. I'm not going to lie. The action is a little bit different nowadays. Body work,
Vinny.
Security detail, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I might be getting myself into a little bit of action here in the not too distant future, and that's the reason why I'm reaching out to you. I need a little help.
Yeah, what kind of help we talking about, Vinny?
Well, Frank, how much do you know about kelp farming?
Kelp? Shit all about kelp farming. What do you mean? Like underwater plants?
Yeah, the underwater type. You know much about New Atlantis?
Well, I mean, I know of New Atlantis. I know they got a hell of a lot of security, their own military.
You got contacts
their military
down there?
Don't get hired too much.
You got any contacts? Yeah.
Kind of takes a moment to think. Maybe I need to ring through my Rolodex of contacts to see who's where these days. I haven't reached out to half the guys, but maybe somebody's been picked up by security down there.
I got a trip planned, let's say, of a covert nature, and my team is going to be relying on a third party to get us there, possibly to get us out.
All right.
That kind of thing makes me nervous. As you know, I like to make sure that my backside is covered at all times. And this kelp farmer, this Cole Briggs is the name, runs a submarine operation, transport of, I'm guessing, kelp fertilizer or whatever the hell they use for kelp farming these days, back and forth from the surface to New Atlantis, and I just sort of anticipate there might be a need for me and my team to make a quick getaway from New Atlantis at some point. I don't want to have to be relying on a kelp farmer to save my ass. So I'm wondering if you have any connections with, I don't know, some sort of underwater transportation that could be leveraged for a quick getaway if needed.
Well, all right. Vinny, why don't you send me over the name of this guy? Kelp farming. I'll have, I'll have the militia net diver take a look into it, see if we have any connections or sway with kelp farmers. I mean, that's maybe a bit different than New Atlantis proper. You know, they're farming outside of New Atlantis, or so I've heard. Underwater kelp fields and whatever, then transport into to help with feed and fuel for the city.
And they keep it pretty tight on their transportation and their freight comings and goings, from what I understand, and that's my concern.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any promises, but I'll see what we can do. Are you throwing your last 3 at this, Vinny?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's do it.
I'm also going to throw my capstone because I would like to have a getaway.
Unfortunately, you cannot throw capstones without being a disco bard or down a disco bard tree. They get the ability to do it.
All right, well, I know where I'm going next for my my skill tree. All right, cool. Well, then I'm gonna go for it. I have 3 of these things. So
let's do it.
Go. That's not terrible. That's a 14.
14. Okay. Very good. All right, we'll dig around. We'll see if I doubt we're gonna get our hands on something like a submarine for you guys, but maybe we can get you some sort of access override in case shit hits the fan or something, or things don't go as planned, that maybe gets you access to a farming vehicle or something.
That sounds good. Whatever you can do to help, I'll make sure that you are well compensated as always, Frank.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Vinny. Take care of yourself, and for your sake, because you're probably getting soft as a baby's behind, that you see some action so you don't get too rusty.
Hey, when I'm done with this job, Frank, I'll stop by and we'll get to the bottom of who's softer and who's harder, if you know what I mean. Oh, and do me a favor. I have a very special relationship with Frank, everybody, okay? Hey, do me a favor, Frank. Tell Scottish Jeff thanks for the help.
Oh, yeah, Scottish Jeff, that guy. Something about murder hornets. Really loves those things. Anyways, all right, will do.
Take it easy.
He hangs up.
Phrasing.
Vivian, is there anybody you would like to reach out to?
Yeah, I think Vivian is going to reach out to her house contact, a network engineer. So she's good at digging around information, Delphine Baptiste.
Okay. Do you know what house she works for?
I don't think we specified. Probably Autumn's End, I would think.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Hello, Vivian, darling. How are you?
Oh, couldn't be better, Delphine. I was wondering if you had a moment.
For you, of course, Vivian. What's the gossip these days?
Well, I've heard a few whispers lately about... Do you know anything about an organization or a discrete group called Haruspecs?
How much influence do you want to throw at this, Vivian?
Oh, boy. I have 9, so... I'll throw 3 at it. Is that D6?
That's correct, yep.
Oops. Not green, that's an 8.
An 8? Remind me, what's your skills as a disco bard?
Oh, my skills, you mean abilities or?
Yeah, that's correct. Your abilities, sorry about that.
Yeah, I've got comes with Pleasantly Glib, and then I have Silver Tongue and Contagious Fortune.
Contagious Fortune. Do any of those impact? Do you add your charisma or anything to your contacts? I don't remember.
To contact.
Well, I can probably look up the rules as well. I just want to make sure you don't have anything extra.
That's a Glib is for critical success, which this was not. That's for an ally.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I know that there was some Disco Bard trees that impacted contacts that you worked with. I wasn't sure if Pleasantly Glib was one of those. Or here we go, Disco Bard. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
So you have guy inside man. Contagious, or you said contagious misfortune?
Contagious Fortune.
Contagious Fortune, okay.
And Silver Tongue.
Silver Tongue, okay. Okay. With an 8. Not off the top of my head, but anything else you know about this group?
There's an individual that may or may not be connected to them, but has contact with them. A name goes by the alias Vandenberg.
Vandenberg. Okay. Well, let me elevate it in the house, see what we can pick up. No promises, Vivian, but well, there's quite a few people. We'll see what we can find out.
I appreciate it, dear. I do have 24 hours before I'm out of town for a little bit, but
it shouldn't take that long.
I didn't think so. You're so skilled, Delphine.
Oh, you as well. You as well.
Cute.
I am a little bit worried. You're quite. You tend to have the lowdown on most things, and if you don't know much about this Haru specs, then, well, perhaps
That's
still
why
automatic.
I'm concerned.
Yes, interesting. Well, if you think of anything else I should know, please let me know, and I'll add to the information.
Of course.
Take care.
You too, Delphine. Thank you.
Any other contacts you all want to reach out? Otherwise, we will fast forward some time as we wait to hear back to when we hear back from the first of the contacts.
I wanted to try to get Jock down there.
That's right. So you're going to try and utilize...
both of my other two. So I have Maxie, who's a criminal broker.
Okay, yep.
And I thought I'd use Maxie to smuggle him down there, or like get him the position as a janitor down there.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a far less protected part of that whole place than anything else.
Sure.
And then Jocko to physically be down there to leave doors open or get us a key card or
right,
whatever he may be able.
Would
to
you
do.
like to contact first?
I think Maxie to get the ball rolling, and then just let Jocko know that he needs to be here at this place at this time. Is
Maxie with a syndicate, or is Maxie just an independent criminal?
She's with. I didn't remember. I didn't write down which syndicate, but she's. I was looking at syndicates. Yeah, she's a syndicate criminal.
Okay, a syndicate member. We'll go ahead and say she's with Dynasty.
Okay.
Remy, female, right?
Female.
Maxie? Yeah. Remy, oh, it's not every day you get called by a rail. What can I do for you?
Well, Maxie, there's no way to say this that won't get your antenna up. So I'm just going to be upfront and honest and hope that you can, what's the word? Maintain yourself. I need a man.
Remy, you're getting me quite excited. Please.
I know you're. Yes. I need a janitor. Specifically,
I think you really built that up.
for
um,
anticlimactic. Yes, that was my
Yes.
intention. But the where is the important part of this. I need a janitor in New Atlantis.
In New Atlantis. You're headed?
I'm taking a vacation here in a moment or two. What I'm really looking for is I have a man who is a janitor who works for the city already and would make a very passable janitor because that's what he does. So I don't need an actor, I need an actual janitor down there, and I have one, but I don't have the way down.
I see. So you need to get a janitor into New Atlantis, and you need the dynasty to help you.
Round about that, yeah.
Well, far be it from me to say that the dynasty won't help a rail. How much influence do you want to throw at this? Bearing in mind, you still need to have a conversation with Jacques to make sure he's okay with being shifting his entire life down into New Atlantis.
I think 3.
Okay, go ahead and throw 3.
Uh, 11.
11. I think it's possible we can arrange something. But Remy, I have a favor to ask in return.
I expect nothing less.
I have a small box I need you to just deliver to a sort of a speakeasy down in New Atlantis to a man known as Darkside. You'll find him in the speakeasy known as the Ringing Bells.
The ringing what?
Bells.
Bells.
Yes. Go there between 9 to midnight and take a seat in the third booth from the left. And just wait.
Third booth on the left. You know my question, I think.
Oh, hardly. What's your question, Remy? What is it?
This isn't one of those. Well, how do you call them? This isn't one of those tests you Dynasty folks like to use. This is actual delivery.
Remy, listen. We test those who are on their way up. We don't test those who are stepping down to include us in things. No, don't you worry. Just
All right.
Don't get caught with the package, but I assume you've figured that part out in your way into New Atlantis. Or perhaps you just have your DNA coded to the place. I don't know. You Rails have endless money. But we do need to get the package to Mr. Darkside and, tit for tat.
I know my role in all of this, and I know yours, and I appreciate your availability. The package will be there.
Perfect. Well, I'll send the package along to you post haste, and please send over the details of your janitor so we can get him factored into the equation.
Will do, Maxie. As always, a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure's mine, Remy.
Yes.
All right, and now a phone call to Jacques.
Yep.
Yeah?
Are you on a job?
Wait. Oh, Remy. Yeah, I work fucking 80 hours a week, Remy.
Right. I need you to quit. I have. Trust me on this one. I am looking out for you. How would you like? I'm fairly certain a substantial raise, a bit of easy work, and a little time away from your many mistresses.
I mean, that all sounds well, Remy. You want me to come work for your uncle?
In a way.
I mean, it's quite the promotion. I've been waiting for this call.
Yeah, except you're not going up, you're going down.
Down.
Yes, you've heard of New Atlantis?
No.
It's an underwater smorgasbord of the rich. In your terms, it's a bunch of posh people throwing away their food that you just clean up for them and make sure the floors are clean.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much my job now.
Right, but I'm without the drug deals and the random shootings and those sort of things.
Oh, they don't got that there, huh? But they're
No.
underground?
They're underwater.
Oh, I don't, Remy, I don't swim. Never learned.
I know this. You don't have to. It's a enclosed underwater world.
How the hell they do that?
Money. Lots of it.
Yeah, that makes... Well, I mean, if it's more money and I get better food and Rachel don't come knocking around anymore...
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm probably in.
All right.
But you gotta quit my jobs? I can't just come back on the weekends or...
I will do you one better, Jocko. When you come back, if you decide to come back, if you decide to keep that job, I won't keep you from it.
Wait. I'm sorry, Remy.
Yeah.
They got a red light district down there?
I mean, it's rich people, so probably, yeah.
Wait. All right, how much influence would you like to throw at this?
2. I only have 2 left, so.
All right, let's do it.
Uh, 12. Double sixes.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. All right, what do I do?
I'm sending you a contact that will get in touch with you soon. Just follow their directions. Do what they want you to do. They are criminals, so just be aware if they try to get money out of you that you are to refer them to me. Don't take money with you, Jocko. They will just take it from you.
That's a good one, Remy. That's assuming I got money to take with me.
Right.
This guy. Oh, you rails.
Yeah.
One of these days you gotta try janitoring. I'll build some character.
I believe you. One last thing. Are you absolutely certain that you have stopped with the philandering?
Am I certain?
Have you learned your lesson, is my question.
I'm a changed man, Remy. Changed. That's like it's a hard 30% commitment to changing my ways, Remy.
All right. Just
it goes up if I haven't been drinking, okay? You keep telling me I gotta stop. I'm working on it, right? But I mean, this place sounds nice. They probably got some good programs.
Yeah. I assume they do. What my whole reason for asking that is because I will be counting on you at some point in the very near future down there. And I don't want you to be drunk and or in company when I ask for help.
Well, I mean, at Remy, you've asked for help when I had company before. That didn't stop me from helping you. Sure as hell pissed her off, but, that's all good. I got your back. You know me. I'll be good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as we're
I
on the
haven't
same...
steered you wrong yet, and that's definitely not true. He has definitely steered you wrong.
Yeah, he's definitely let me down. Yeah. Right. This is just for you and me, and this I will give you 1,000 if you refrain from drinking and
Oh, boy.
for 48 hours.
That's a conundrum.
Just 2 days. 2 days.
All right. Okay.
While you're down there, 2 days.
All right.
1,000 in your account. No one knows where it comes from. No one. It's all yours to spend on going as wild as you want after those 48 hours.
48 hours. All right. Starting right after this call.
Starting when you get down there.
Oh, that's more like 3 days. All right. You know what? 1,000 crypt. All right. I'm in,
All right.
Remy.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. Yeah. Be careful, Jocko.
Always. Definitely. New Atlantis. New man. All right. And he hangs up.
Yeah. Whew. All right.
Vinny.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Vivian, please.
It says under pheromones that when utilizing a contact, I can add +1 to influence. Would that apply?
That's what it was. Yes, I thought you had something. Yes, your pheromones. So go ahead and roll one more dice and add it to that 8.
Would I say that I got 8? That's a 5, so that brings it to a 13.
Very good. Okay. Very cool. That is helpful, actually.
Awesome.
Vinny, you said there was something else you wanted to do?
I have one other thing that I want to do before we leave town on our mission, and that is to check in with Mr. Peel regarding the information that I provided him concerning this pesky reporter that's been hounding me, Lydia Mills.
Would you like to do that? Would you like to do that like right before you go? Because as of right now, it's only been, I mean, you guys are making these calls outside of the estate. It's within the first hour or two of leaving the estate.
Yeah, so let me do that. I'm going to save that for right before we leave. But what I am going to do is I'm going to send Lydia a message that I have something for them on the project that she's been asking about.
Okay.
And I'm going to send her an address to meet me at.
Okay.
Tell no one. Come alone. We need to be smart about this. But I've got something juicy.
Okay. You send that message over to Lydia.
Then I'm going to connect with Peel. And I'm going to say, Mr. Peel, if you decide that you would like to look into this matter further, perhaps gather some more direct intel on this Copperhose, whatever this is. Here's a place and time where you can have a conversation with Lydia Mills, and should things go sideways, that's just fine. She is expendable.
Well, aren't you a go-getter, Mr. Malone? Thank you. You saved me some work. I'd be happy to rendezvous with this reporter friend of yours.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to do what's best for the family, sir.
Well, trust me, the family does appreciate you having the best in mind.
Very well.
Vivian or Riot, is there anything else you two would like to do? Seeing as that Remy and Vincent now are flush out of influence.
I think I'm good as far as contacts. I was gonna see if I could get a contact on the inside, but it seems like we've got plenty of those. But I do still want to check out Ayasu psych ward myself.
Yourself, okay. So you're gonna go by yourself to Iyasu psychological ward.
I think so. I mean, if anyone else is also heading there, I don't know, but I don't think I would talk to anyone else on the team about it. So
I think at this point you're the only one who really knows about Iyasu's psychological ward. Vivian, how about you? Is there anybody else or any other thing you want to explore before we move forward in time?
I think she'd want to get details on what connections the Stone Gaps have in New Atlantis, so she can try to get what Marcus as Vi would be utilizing down there, so they could maybe see where he would go, or even have Riot hack into it to see if they were tapped into, if it was a network thing.
Okay. Are you using a contact for this?
Yeah, I think given that it's the Stone Gap family were part of a corporation, or were they just
Yeah, he was a part of a subsidiary of of one of the mega corporations that focuses in financial. He was quite famous in Vietnam for kind of like a sort of financial commentator on the media, essentially talking about different trends in the financial systems. And that's where he made most of his fortune.
Great. She has a corpo contact, Johnny Exner, that she's going to reach out to about getting the info on those.
Vivian, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you too, Johnny. Is the corpo world still full of sharks?
Oh, always. Vivian, I apologize I haven't been by the Spire lately. You know, business. These shifts tend to go late and whatnot, but I'll make it there soon, I promise.
Oh, I can't wait. Listen, I was wondering if you had a moment to give me a little information on the Stone Gap family, rest their souls.
Stone Gap, yes, you heard, right?
I did. Horrible, really.
Horrible. Mother, murderer, his final victims, the whole family.
Yeah.
And for the daughter, did they ever find her?
They didn't know. I think the police are assuming she's dead, less paperwork that way probably, but I did hear a rumor that the Stone Gaps did have estates in New Atlantis, and I figured if a scared girl were to go anywhere to get away from a killer she may or may not know is dead, she might go to New Atlantis. So I was curious what connections the Stone Gap family had down there, should anyone be looking for the girl.
You know, I'm not surprised to hear this, Vivian. Stone Gap, especially in his final weeks, was making quite a bit of commentary on the news about the housing market within the GAF, unsustainable bubbles and the lot. It sounded like he and his family were thinking about moving, before the terrible incident. You're saying New Atlantis, he has property, that makes sense. They had the wealth and the savvy of knowing land management and navigating those systems. I could probably take a look and see, now that you've given me a lead. Let's see. Spend some time, you can hear him messing around on the overlay. Yeah, I think I probably have a good lead on what land management and real estate companies he would have utilized. How much influence do you want to throw at this, Vivian?
I get +1 for each contact, so I will throw 3 at 3 of mine plus the 1 I get from pheromones.
Or 4.
Okay. That's a lot better. That is 18.
18?
Yep.
Very good. I'll take a look at this information. It probably won't take terribly long. I know another guy up here off the coast, off of New Zealand, who manages in real estate. He would have a very good sense of New Atlantis and their operations. Yeah, hear from me soon, but I'll get you all the details. Maybe even somebody you might be able to contact down there.
That'd be wonderful, Johnny, and I'll save you a song at the Spire next time you're there.
Oh, well, if I'm drinking that much, maybe I'll attempt another song. Last time I made a bloody fool of myself.
Oh, it's all in good fun. Gotta cut loose sometime with all the work you do.
I suppose that's true. Well, Vivian, take care, stay safe, and if you do find yourself in New Atlantis, remember to take some pictures. I've never been, but I hear it's glorious.
I can't wait to share them with you.
All right.
So many selfies. Vivian will be doing so many selfies.
You're just gonna blend right in.
Yeah, exactly. What you don't know about New Atlantis is it's nothing but a whole bunch of influencers. Elite influencers.
Oh my god.
That's
terrible.
A real treat.
I'm not a bad person, but I feel like puncturing New Atlantis is a good thing. I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Some time passes. Riot, you make your way out first, taking a taxi down from atop the arcology. Even on a dreary day, it's still amazing, beautiful, and opulent beyond belief. And that just, even though it's amazing, it fills you with a sense of wonder, it also fills you with a sense of disgust at just how much money and resources flow into something so vain of building a whole ecosystem atop an arcology. And you head down to the local public bullet that you take out towards a small town in the coast of Malaysia. And as you're traveling along, this is probably about 12 hours later, or not 12 hours later. You're traveling down. It's probably about 6 hours later. You're mid-transport, soon to arrive at Yasu Medical Facility. Vivian. Delphine reaches back out. Vivian, darling.
Yes, dear.
You said Haruspecs, correct?
I did, yes.
And 1 Vandenberg. Do you have some sort of connection with them?
No, they were someone I bumped into randomly, and I don't like not knowing who is around the area, so I thought, better be prepared just in case.
Well, by coincidence, you contacted the right house.
Oh.
Let me just say, this information is hard to come by, and the house, I mean, I'm not a nobody in the house, but they were quite tight-lipped about it. As you know, the House of Autumn's End has quite a connection with the Conclave. Psionic arts being part of our specialty. Haruspecs is a disturbing, emerging problem within the landscape of scions. As we know it. Haruspecs is what we would call a coven. a group of scions separate from the conclave and refusing to participate, pursuing psionic arts in less controlled means. It is foremost of covens, and they have been paramount in creating covens in other cities since. There is emerging a power dynamic between the conclave and independent practitioners of psionic arts that edge on the darker side.
That's fascinating. And they're a recent problem within the past year, you would say?
Well, this is... Not much is known. They are extremely secretive, and they are led by Vandenberg, this person you mentioned. We don't know much about Vandenberg. No one does. Those who are closest to Vandenberg, well, how do I say this? Really only know about Vandenberg what Vandenberg wants them to know. And usually not by choice.
Interesting. Real quick, when Elliot had shown me the feed, had I been able to save the images from the feed?
Definitely, as well as Elliot's images that he provided onto the newspaper that you were looking at. You were able to grab those.
Delphine, I have an image I'm going to send you. I believe it's Vandenberg with the woman, and I will send that image with Vandenberg and the woman outside the hovercraft with Haru specs on it over to Delphine.
She takes a look at it. Yes, that is Vandenberg. Or at least the images I've seen. House of Weeping Gamora has had interactions. In fact, this one. She points... did you send all of the images over, or just the single one outside of the spire?
The ones that had Vandenberg in it.
Okay, all of the ones that Elliot had pulled?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, this one. And she sends back the feed to you of the image with her talking to that one young woman. This was actually taken from a Weeping Gamora mission. This woman... Well, this woman has learned to use her psionic arts in a way the Conclave has no idea about. She is what we would call a psychic vampire, able to draw upon people's energy to bolster her own. Likely came about those powers through extreme experimentation, like we also believe Vandenberg himself. It is a parasitic form of psychic energy. Naturally, the Conclave does not support it, but they have no idea how she manipulates psychic energy. They call her Sun Death. She was a child soldier during the War Within the Woods. For all of you, well, only Vivian's really hearing this. Vivian, you would know what the War Within the Woods is, especially because it happened in the GAF. This is actually the origin story of the dynasty. The War Within the Woods was the rise of the dynasty. Basically, all of the old school crime families of old, the mafia, the Yakuza, started to be pulled together into what was known as the dynasty. And they were really after getting the triads within the old continent, or the old country of China, incorporated, but the triads were very powerful. And the Golden Seal, a syndicate, was trying to absorb the triads themselves. and thus began a very bloody, very dark war between syndicates, between the dynasty rising to power and the Golden Seal, who had a lot of power within the GAF at the time. It basically sprawled out into a series of much of it happening within rural areas of China and much of Southeast Asia, and many child soldiers used. Child soldiers forcefully induced by genetic mutations or cybernetics turned into war machines and sent out against one another in a very, very brutal war that the dynasty eventually came out on top of, absorbing the Triad and pushing the Golden Seal out of most of East and Central Asia, and really limiting Golden Seal's influence to that of Southeast Asia. It was a very, very dark time, decade and a half long war. And so Sun Death, being a former child soldier, would mean that she went through a great deal of both war trauma and likely experimentation on her psychic powers.
Well, that's alarming. I appreciate the info, Delphine. I will...
Yes, I will note this. No one really knows what Horospex is really after, other than independence from the Conclave for Scions who wish to explore psionic arts freely without guardrails that the Conclave usually brings about. Of course, Weeping Gamora is not terribly big fan, but I would hardly say that covens are evil. They simply are, and they're a emerging reality that we will likely need to factor into the playing field going forward. Horospex being the foremost of all of them, and likely the most powerful.
But while you say not all covens are evil, I'm getting the sense that doesn't exactly cover Horospex.
Honestly, it is hard to say. They're recruiting scions, usually those who have arts unseen to learn from, manipulate, but they hire themselves out, or at least that's where Vandenberg began. A Ronin of sorts. But extremely elusive. Vandenberg's ability to manipulate the mind is unparalleled, even within the coven, within the conclaves. We don't know. He's a wild card. Horospex is a wild card.
Oh.
Just tread carefully when dealing with them.
Will do. Thank you, Delphine.
Of course. And, you find anything else out? Any other information? Well, House of Weeping Gamora might pay for it. Conclave might pay more.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Well, take care, darling. For your sake, I hope you don't run into any psychic vampires.
Oh, I hope so too. That would just make my trip even more exciting than I had planned.
Naturally.
Well, until I get back then.
Shortly after that call, Vinny, Mario, right?
Mm-hmm. Papini.
Vinny! My friend.
Mario. Talk
I'm
to
going to
me.
send you over a number.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His name is Banks. Banks is a premium fixer and bookie down within New Atlantis. He's got ties to Red Saffron. He's not exclusive as much as we'd like him to be. But, you know, Vinny, we got a good thing going here, so I'm going to hand over his contacts to you. He can be a resource to you down there. Just don't forget who set up the connection, all right? You put in a good word for Red Saffron, put in a good word for you, too.
Mario, I appreciate it, and this will not be. I won't forget this little favor of yours.
When do you leave? Something like
real
16
soon.
hours or something? Real soon?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just sending over a little gift too for you, Vinny. Something to sweeten the pot a little bit. Right,
How
just
kind.
real good word for red saffron, yeah. Just a little bit of candy, if you know what I mean.
Understood. Mario, take care of yourself.
Always. I always take care of Mario first, Vinny. Don't you worry about that. All right. Riot. You arrive in a small town. In fact, you have to actually leave the bullet and take a taxi out to this rural village. It's nothing much. It's on the coast. Tropical environment. It's sunny here. Quite pleasant. You move your way through the town, talking with some of the locals. And the mention of Iyasu tends to send most of the locals clamoring up pretty quickly. But eventually you get an old lady who's on her way walking, and she doesn't actually respond to you, but she points up into the woods on a hilltop not nearby, or kind of like a foothill. And you make your way up onto this foothill where you come across a sprawling ruin. Half charred. I mean, this must have been a multi-wing facility at one point, but it is, I mean, it looks like the whole thing's just been napalm, just destroyed. This is more than just an oops, I left the toaster on sort of fire. This was burn the whole thing to the ground sort of fire. There's still a couple walls, stone walls here or there up, charred, dark black, a mess of ruins, and of course, plenty of graffiti from local hooligans who have, come tell ghost stories in the space, or just come up here to do drugs and other sort of things from the small town below. But here you are in this ruin. What would you like to do?
Well, I'd like to document images, try to take some pictures.
Okay.
I want to, obviously I'm going under the assumption that this fire was intentional, and that makes me think that there are like papers or stuff like that they wanted to get eaten in the fire. So I kind of want to carefully step in and just see if there's any remnants of like a desk that has like charred paper, and just see if there's any bits of paper that survived enough to be readable.
All right. The first check I'm going to have you do as you make your way into this facility is it's your choice of either athletics or acrobatics. You're moving into a very unstable structure. Flooring falling apart, some rafter beams here or there precariously hanging. So I just need whichever one you think is going to be better for you, just to move your way through this sort of environment. Acrobatics will be under dexterity and athletics under strength. So whichever one's the higher attribute, I would suggest you go with that.
All right. I'm going to go for acrobatics then.
Right.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. That is 10.
Okay. You avoid any major sort of environmental hazard. You're able to traverse this ruin fairly well. Every once in a while, you do see more recent footsteps through the place. Again, what you assume is youths or other people who come up here and have kind of turned it into a meeting place of a kind. The second thing I'll have you do is make an awareness check as you're looking around, taking pictures, and also trying to search the area for Yeah, any sort of thing that gives a clue, whether that's a desk for paper or anything else.
That's an 11.
11. You don't find any desk or even like metal filing. I mean, you find like one or two like really burnt, crushed metal filing cabinets, but like when you open them up, there's just nothing inside. If there was something, it was either turned to ash or things have been pillaged from this place over the many years that it's been abandoned now. However, you're kind of taking pictures of the environment, and you snap a picture somewhere about middle of the ruin. Sun is starting to set at this point. It's just graffiti that's spray painted on a wall. And at first you're taking it of a room, not so much paying attention to the graffiti, it's everywhere. But as you review this picture, you realize that graffitied on the wall is the word Copperhose. And that's where we'll take our break for now, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take a 10-ish minute break and come back.
What do hooligans know about Copperhose? What's happening?
What is Copperhose? My God.
What is it?
Yeah.
I keep on hearing this name.
Secrets.
No, so many secrets. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be right back.
All right, we return back to the Iyasu psych ward, or well, what's left of it. A ruin, graffitied, burnt down, really nothing to see except wait. Riot spies the very word he has been looking for, graffitied on the wall. Riot, as we come back, I'm going to have you immediately make an intuition check. As you look at this word and you say, why do street youths occupying this place know Copperhose?
You said intuition?
That is correct, yes. Intuition. Or is it? Yeah, intuition, that's right. I always get it confused with insight, which is D&D. No, it's intuition under wisdom.
Okay. That is only a 9.
A 9. As far as you can tell, random, you don't know about this town, but random people knowing about Copperhose when you hardly know anything about it, when it's supposed to be some sort of project of she biogenetics, that doesn't quite add up. They had to learn that name somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I have a whole list of things I want to do.
Okay.
So one, I want to search every inch of graffiti now and see if there's any other mention of Copperhose, and like see if I can even notice anything different from any mentions of Copperhose to the other graffiti. Yeah, that's the first thing.
So go ahead and make an awareness check as you begin to rummage through this space again. Now with renewed intention.
That is an 11.
11. Okay. Beyond this room, you actually don't find any other graffiti. that makes note of this. It's only in this room. It's only on that one sort of rickety wall. Yeah. So you kind of do a loop around, and it's quite a big space, so it takes quite a bit of time. But as you move around, no other graffiti comes anywhere close to this or seeming to indicate it. It's only present in this room.
Okay. And does it seem to be like different stylistically to like other?
No,
other
it actually
graffiti?
like you can actually tell by some of the other graffiti you looked at. Like there's some punk who was probably going around graffitiing different stuff, same style in other places, but only in this room is written Copperhose.
Okay, I might need to look into graffiti artists. We'll see what's up. Let's see. I also the two more things that I want to do is one, look around to see if I can find any clues as to what actually caused the fire, if there was like an electrical shortage, or if I find any traces of gasoline or something. And then I also want to start running a program.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find any concealed or ghosted tech.
Why don't we do that one first? Go ahead and make a hacking check.
And yeah, what? There's Sweep Sleuth, which helps detect concealed. All right, I'll make a hacking check. Come on. Okay.
Very good at hacking, so.
That is a 15.
15. You begin to sweep the area. It's a ruin. You pick up nothing. Then you pick up a door in the same room as Copperhose beneath your feet. And as you shift wood planks apart, you see in the cement is printed the name Copperhose. And you realize there's a cement slab in this room. No controls, it blends in with the floor. But there are digital controls to open this cement slab. That's going to require a hacking check or a breach because it is locked.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I might as well breach. Might as well just hit it with the heavy artillery right away.
So you're going to start with a hacking check with breach. That's the first turn is just a base hacking check. And then the second turn, you're going to increase that by another 3. And then another 3. It gets stronger as it goes. This is also your first program you launch. And as a net diver, you have your passive of tactical tech, which means you could increase the power of this program for a +1, or you could increase the duration, which is very good for hack breach because then it ticks another turn.
Yeah, I think I'll up its duration so I have another round of stacking +3s if I need it.
Yep. So go ahead and make a hacking check starting out to see if you can breach the lock on this door.
Okay, that is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17. That is a 20.
You don't need the hacking program to run any longer.
I can just get in.
The ground begins to shift as the cement slab pulls to the side. Kind of first drops and then shifts to the side. And there's a metal stairway leading down beneath Iasu Psych Ward. We will now go to the VTT.
Okay.
Our first map. Dave, if you want to transition the screen. Riot, do you see yourself?
Yeah.
You're down
I
on the
just need
left.
to... Cool.
Okay, so Riot, you emerge down this stairwell. Walking down, you hear dripping water from above. You come down a flickering light source in this area. Walls somewhat collapsed. As you kind of come down, even the wall structure of this area, this isn't the cheap brick and wood that Iyasu Psych Ward was made of. No, this is metal paneling, reinforced concrete, and you're detecting, like coming down with your sweep sleuth still running, there is still active submersion space architecture here. But it is dead quiet.
Okay.
What do? You can go ahead and freely move about if you would like. There's a door up ahead to your left-hand side. The walls somewhat collapsed on either side, likely from the fire up above and collapsing structures when the building collapsed up above, but now kind of still just sitting. Oh, did my VTT just go out?
Troubles. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think my VTT just timed out. So we're gonna come back. But up ahead, you see down the hallway, there are two doors to your left. One that's more immediately close to you, and then probably another 30 to 40 feet beyond that is another doorway.
Okay.
Both of them seem to have simple electronic locking mechanisms, something that a simple hacking check could likely get through.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to I'm hopefully assuming this place is abandoned, but I want to try to be careful and like listen to see if I hear people.
Go ahead and make an awareness check, and I'm assuming you want to move stealthy as well.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a awareness check and then a stealth check for me.
All right, sounds good. All right, awareness is that's another 11 on the awareness, and then stealth is gonna be 13.
13, very good. You begin to quietly move through this space. You listen. Nothing. No clatter. No movement. The doors are made of metal and the walls of concrete. You probably wouldn't be able to hear through these doors, but even into the darkness down the hallway, or maybe if something loud enough behind the doors made a noise, you would hear it. But it is largely just quiet. Eerie, every once in a while, dripping water. The sort of sound of the air up behind you, as this is it's underground, so you can kind of hear the airflow from outside through the open doorway in the floor. And I will have the VTT up here in just a second, so you should be able to rejoin. There you go. We come back to you. I take it back, Ben. There's actually a doorway on your left-hand side, and you can tell at the far end of your vision, the hallway takes a turn to its left.
Ben, you're muted.
You're muted. Thanks, Dave.
Sorry. All right. Yeah. So I'm in the VTT. So I'm in this hallway, and it turns to the left. And did you say there
right
are
here's
doors?
a doorway.
Okay. There's
You
a
can see the
doorway
little door
before.
icon.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I will.
You can move with WASD if you would like. That should move your token around. Yeah. You open up the door?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. You hack through the doorway. Another small corridor. Leading to another door on the other end. This one, no kind of simple lock system to it. Just simply a sliding door.
And I will say I still have Sweep Sleuth going, so I'm hopefully picking up any concealed tech, or if I see anything, if I have any visual lock on anything, trying to see if I can find ghosted tech as well. But
so far with Sweep Sleuth,
I'm here to find stuff, so I keep going.
Yeah, you're picking up the doors, you're picking up the light systems. Beyond that, that's really all you're detecting at this moment. So you can go ahead and feel free to move forward. And you open the next door into what appears to be a storage facility. Large sets of filing cabinets, untouched, unmolested by fire or flame. There are some like refrigerator units still humming at the back of the room. What look like kind of not like a kitchen refrigerator, but kind of like laboratory refrigerators, as well as several boxes, crates kind of stacked up on one side.
Like refrigeration units.
Yeah, yep. They're like laboratory refrigeration units.
So and I guess I'll start opening crates and refrigeration units.
Hey, Paul.
We're gonna actually, we're gonna actually go ahead and
here.
Ben, we're gonna drop out of the VTT. I think it's having an impact on your internet connection, which is starting to robot you a bit. So if you want to go ahead and close the VTT, we'll just go Theater of the Mind.
Cool.
Yeah, sometimes VTT can be a little taxing. So you're gonna go over to the filing cabinets or over to the refrigeration units?
I guess I'd probably start with the filing cabinets.
Okay. You open up the filing cabinets, and you find a long list of names. What appear to be residents of the Yasu psychological ward. Can I have you make? Can I have you make a civics check under intelligence?
Yeah.
As you investigate these medical records.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's 16, 17, 18.
18. All right, Ryan. As you move through these records, various names popping up, and all people you have no idea about. Some various details start to emerge. Every single one of these patients at the psychological ward are latent psionics, at least down here in the filing cabinet. Second, you see a logo, And you know this logo to be that of She Biogenetics Division.
All right.
Thirdly, most of these documents are signed by an individual named Giang Vu. Giangubu. Giang Vu. Seems to be the one who led this, and his title on all of these documents is lead coordinator of the Copperhose project. Finally, with an 18, very good roll. With an 18, a name stands out to you. Well, two names as you dig through these filing cabinets, not just one, as you're kind of piling through, putting these together, some time passes. Firstly, you find a particularly thick file. Very thick. You need to use almost two hands to pull it out. The name on this file is Marcus Connolly. And it is full of a lot of scientific jargon that you don't quite understand. But it goes for decades that Marcus Connolly was a patient here at Yasu Psychological Ward. The gist of what you can get from this file is psionic experimentation. Can I have you make a psionics check? I know you don't have psionics, but go ahead and just make a wisdom check.
Yes, I can do that. All right, wisdom check. That is 9.
9. A lot of this jargon you do not understand. It is, I mean, psionics, I mean, you're a net diver. It's like the opposite spectrum of what you sort of do. You're working with technology, they're working with their mind. But you sort of read through this. What you do pick up, though, is experimentation. I don't know, that sort of strikes you as priming Marcus Connolly's mind to be a sort of receiver in your world, something that's meant to pick up a signal.
Okay.
What's interesting about Marcus Connolly's profile is Marcus Connolly is the only client who is not a latent psionic. Everyone else you found here has been a latent psionic. And with an 18 in your roll,
keep it coming.
And very good roll. The sort of sense you're getting from this documentation is Marcus Connolly was experimented on to be a receiver to something coming from Siren's Demise, a black site deep in the ocean.
Okay.
The final name you notice, Riot, is that of your mother. And the final document within your mother, it seems there was some amount of experimentation that took place here. The final document within your mother is something to the effect of a asset transfer document that says this client has withstood testing quite well. Transfer to Siren's demise. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. In this moment, your palms of your hands are sweaty as you kind of hold your mother's document. Marcus Connolly's splayed open, several papers kind of strewn about as you're putting it together, kind of piecing these pieces together. Copperhose. This Copperhose project has something to do with Siren's demise and a connection up here apart from Siren's demise. Some sort of research in a psionic signaling device that would allow for something in Siren's demise to be influencing or communicating far from beneath the ocean to up here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. And they want to transfer my mom to Siren's demise.
Not transfer. They transferred.
Or yeah, they already have.
The Siren's demise.
From here. So
Yep.
she was here?
Correct. At some point. This would have been over 8 years ago, right? This would have been probably a couple decades ago. Your mother was sent to Yasu Medical Ward, experimented on, and the experiments are not pretty to read about. Brain probing, various forms of psychological torture to extrapolate the ends, very far spectrums of psionic powers. Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, right, you kind of read those documents, and as you there's some other doors, but this is a lot of the information you're looking for, and you now understand the trail leads to Siren's demise, the place you need to stop Vi Stone Gap from getting to.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to go there. In fact, Dreyfus
to
Rail is hiring to explicitly make sure you don't get there.
Yeah.
There's one other door to your right-hand side, and as you peer through that door, you still see that there are horizontal chemical vats with silhouettes of figures within them. They are still sustaining in some sort of stasis. But your sleuth indicates the system is fragile here. Do you wish to investigate these machinery, or have you gotten what you need here?
I mean, I might as well check it out, though I wouldn't mess with it too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
You move in and begin investigating these stasis chambers. You notice they all have different sort of specimen numbers that were matched up to different profiles you found on people here in the ward. You can't see so much through the foggy glass, but you get the sense that not only was there psychic experimentation taking place here, but also biological mutation, genetic mutation taking place, as some of these forms seem like altered human silhouettes within these stasis chambers. There is, of course, a back room to this area and another hall leading deeper into the facility. Do you wish to venture forward or make your way out? All right, do you head into the back room or down the doorway to the right? Looking through the doorway to the right, this leads into another hall. And the hall goes to a dead end and then branches off, basically turning into a T. You would have to head down the hallway to see where those lead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head down.
You head down to the T. There is a room to your north and a room to your south. A door on either side, although the room to your north is locked.
Well, check that one then.
All right, I will require a hacking check to get through the doorway.
All right. 16.
16. The door unlocks and hisses open. You see inside a room full of, it looks like equipment. Various forms of equipment within sealed lockers. All of it looks, human solutions labels on several of the crates. Tharson Technologies on several of the crates within this room. Do you enter?
What kind of, I think without entering, what nature of equipment does it look like?
These are large crates, likely crates containing machinery or other things used within the laboratory.
Okay. Yeah, I enter.
Okay. As you cross the threshold, as you used your program to unlock the door, the power within the facility begins to falter. I need you to make a net diving check for me. You're running sophisticated hacking programs against this kind of fragile ecosystem of submersion space under the collapse, and it's starting to fail.
All right, net diving. That is 10, 15. That's a 17. Rolling 17. Good.
The framework of this laboratory, submersion space architecture, could collapse at any time. If it does, those stasis chambers will deactivate, essentially awaking the inhabitants within.
Okay, waking them up, not killing them.
Correct.
Okay, that's better. I thought they might just be dead. But I mean, if they wake up, they might be hostile towards me, maybe. Okay, it's starting to falter. Can I, was that to try to stabilize it, or can I do another hacking check to try to stabilize it?
With your net diving check of 17, you know that there's likely no way that you'd be able to stabilize this architecture without dedicated time and work. Likely an extra server on you. You could make a reaction check to see how quickly, if say you wanted to investigate one of these crates, but you expect that probably within the next couple of minutes, the framework will likely start to collapse in a major way.
Okay. Could I want to quickly see if I can buy myself some time to check one of these crates and maybe just run and take a peek at this back room that I haven't checked out. But can I make a hacking check to try to jam and close and lock the door to the the chambers with people who might be waking up soon.
You could do that. The problem is that you need to pass through that chamber to head to the exit.
Okay.
You
I
would
need
lock
to go
yourself in the
through-
facility. Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and make a
right.
reaction check? That will determine how much time you have to really investigate further. That's under dexterity.
All right. Cool. Okay, not a great roll in this time of need. That is 8.
Would you like to use an edge dice?
I think so.
Everybody nods.
Yeah, sounds good. I did get a 1 on the edge dice, so that's
a 1 on the
9.
edge dice. Okay. At best, you have time to open a nearby crate. You think that the architecture of submersion space is about to collapse. So if you want time to move through that stasis chamber, you gotta open one of these crates or just beeline it out of here. It's really up to you. There is a human solutions crate nearby you and a Tharson Technologies crate nearby you.
Ooh, and the crates are definitely too big to just pick up and take with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are like sealed. You're gonna have to make a hacking check, like a on the spot hacking check to actually break these. They have like electronic seals on them and everything. They're carrying probably experimental technology. At least, 20, 30-year-old experimental technology.
Okay. Well, as much as I want to make the smart choice and just run without checking these, this is the thing I'm curious about, so I gotta at least check one crate if I think I have time.
Right.
I'll check the human solution.
Human solutions crate. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a hacking check for me to see if you can breach the lock.
All right. Hacking check. All right, that is an 18.
18. You pop the lock. The crate spins open. Inside, there is a almost looks like a rifle, except it is clearly an injection gun. And there is some sort of large canister that reads prototype XT1097.
Okay.
This gun looks like you could inject this sort of dose into like an elephant, essentially. It looks like it's high powered, but it also looks like this gun has a lot of crazy mechanisms that maybe are required to prime whatever in this dosed canister. Do you take it?
Yeah, I think I'm like, I can't take the time right now to like scrub it of programs and make sure there's not like a tracking device on it, but I will do that once I have left safely, but I think I'm taking it.
All right, you grab the gun in the dose, you step down, you get to the turn in the T, the lights go out. All of the doors unlock. And you get in moving through the doorway into the chamber with the stasis chambers, running. I need you to make a running check for me to see how quickly you're moving through this space.
Okay. I am trying my best to beat feet, but I only got 2 dice.
Yeah. Good old strength on a net diver.
Good old
Classic.
strength. Okay, hey, not bad. That is an 8.
An 8.
And I think I will spend an edge. Ooh, I got a 4 this time.
Very good. All right.
Yeah. 12.
You run through the room as you hear the pressurized mechanics of like the tubing cases begin to depressurize and hiss. It's dark in here. All you can see is like a dim emergency light around these stasis chambers, and you begin to hear like strangely guttural moans coming from the cases. And as you open up the door, you stumble through, and all of a sudden it's like you know when you stand up really fast and that rush of blood hits your head. This rush of blood hits your head. It's like nothing you've ever experienced before, and you stumble forward into the room where the filing cabinets would have been, and like clinking on the concrete floor, except it's clinking like metal. And you look up, and illuminating out in front of you is a corridor. This isn't the room with the filing cabinets at all. It is a corridor of metal scaffolding. No room to your left where the door exit would have been, just in front of you. You look behind you, it's just a wall. A metal wall like the side of these corridors. And you look forward. And you hear a little girl laugh somewhere deep down the corridor. What are you doing, Riot?
So I am assuming that this facility isn't like a place that can just randomly mix up rooms and hallways and stuff, and so I'm not seeing what's actually there. So I think if you said there's a direction that I looked that I expected a door,
yeah, to the left.
Then I'm gonna trust what I expect to be there and just feel around and see if I can still get out of here the way I thought I should be able to.
You move to the wall and you place your hands against it, like feeling for a loot. You're like, I must be dreaming. This like, what the heck is going on
here, actually?
And you press against the wall, but you feel the metal. You feel the moisture on the piping that is coming down this metal surface. There is no door, but you kind of like push against it, like there's got to be a door here. And then you hear a little girl's voice echoing down the hallway. There's somebody here. Mother? Emma, what do you think? And then all of a sudden, the hallway rotates. Where you're pushing against the wall, all of a sudden you find you're pushing against open space, and now you are still facing down that same hallway leading straight towards the girl's voice.
I guess I will...
Can I have you make a willpower check for me?
Uh-huh. Okay. Come on. That is a 7. I think I
don't worry about edge-dicing it.
Okay.
It won't be good enough.
Okay.
You're standing in this hallway and you're like, I mean, you know this isn't real, but you can smell the air. It smells like a mix of damp metal and kind of like aquarium smell, but mixed with damp metal and like way too much like chemical cleaners.
I think...
Riot, you feel your feet begin to move forward against your will down this hallway.
I think I won't fight that, and I will start going down this hallway, and I will, assuming that they know I'm here, and there's not much I can do to try to like hide or anything. I just try to put my like body language in the most like non-threatening, apologetic body language I can, and I will try to reach out physically with my voice and with like my mind and just be like, I am such a small fry to whatever this game is. I don't know anything. I'm not here to hurt you.
As you open up your mouth to say these things, you feel it project, but as it comes out of your mouth, it's like and digitalizes into the air, and like you feel like this reverb move through the walls. It's almost like they ripple for a moment. As you approach the corner, the light starts to grow, and as you turn the corner, another hallway, but it gets brighter and brighter, and you see 3 figures at the end of this hallway. The silhouette of a little girl, a grown woman, and what looks to be like a hunched over old woman. Yes, you hear the old woman say, "You're right, little girl. Someone is looking. Very interesting. What do you think, Lear?" And the woman steps forwards, the adult woman steps forwards towards you. Coming out of the shadow, you see a Middle Eastern woman in what looks to be a laboratory, tight-fitting laboratory like wetsuit. She seems normal enough, although you can see like her veins seem dark. Like you can see like the blue, the sort of like blueness of veins under the skin seem more prominent throughout her face, and her eyes a vivid purple. And she stares out at you. You're not supposed to be here yet. You're muted.
Sorry. Not yet.
She opens her mouth as if to say something to you, but her jaw just continues to distend downwards into a gaping black maw. Fangs begin to appear within her mouth, and you hear... And you wake up lying on the floor outside of the cement slab as it's sliding closed behind you, back inside of Iyasu medical facility.
I just lay there for a bit, just very shaken. I'm like, oh
your
my God.
mind, you have this migraine crackling through your skull. It feels like somebody took a vice grip to your head. Blood is coming out of your nose and out of your tear ducts. And you're just like, you're vividly shaking. And we return to Remy. Remy. Your contact reaches back out to you. This would be Allison, right?
Alice, yeah.
Alice. Remy.
Yes.
We did it. We were able to crack the UN. We tried to contact the other person, but he didn't respond.
Oh, do you know where he is?
No idea. Frank said he couldn't reach him, so I said I'd reach out to you.
Okay. Alice?
Yeah.
Did you leave your calling card?
No, and the UN? Are you kidding me? No, of course not.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
But Remy.
Yeah?
Right, we got the piggyback. It's about a 4-hour window, which is pretty good, actually.
That's amazing.
4-hour window, kind of starting at 8 p.m. to midnight. There's a lot of chatter going out at that time, usually people after work. So you should be able to communicate no problem. But Remy, I got you a special one. Okay?
I knew you would.
You've got... Here, she sends over 2 codes.
Mm-hmm.
These are bursts you can send out at any point you want. Anybody outside of New Atlantis, when you want it. Like me, for example. So if you need me, or you need somebody else outside, you can use one of these if it's not within those 4 hours, okay?
Good.
And it's really strong, Remy. Like, really strong. I think it could probably punch through most things.
Good to know.
UN's got some really sweet tech.
Yeah.
Probably going to go back in at some point.
Yeah. Just
Don't
be
tell
careful.
Dad.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay, cool.
This is just between us. One last thing. Not now, but depending on where he's at, the other contact, his name is Riot. That's his online. I need you to be on call. We might need to fail-safe what he knows and what he can prove.
All right. Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't that be like better if like Black Rabbit took care of that, or?
I'd rather keep Black Rabbit out of it. More like I would.
He's
rather,
creepy.
Well, I'd rather keep it between us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best. I mean, Riot has a pretty sweet profile, though.
I know.
He's done a lot of shit.
Yeah, and I don't need you to liquidate him. I just need you to be ready if...
Like some scrubbing. You want me to scrub some stuff if he's found out some stuff.
Right. In that event, yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'll start brushing up. I'll start looking what program stuff is out there. Maybe I can get something sweet.
And if it comes about that you do need to do some scrubbing, I want you to leave your calling card.
Oh, okay. All right, Remy. You think I got what it takes to take on somebody like Riot?
I think if you do, you should claim your prize. It's time you start building yourself.
Well, okay. I mean, if you say so, Remy, I don't know. I mean, that kind of makes me nervous. But I'll keep practicing, and we'll see what we can do.
All right.
Thanks, Remy.
As
Appreciate
always,
the
Alice.
vote of confidence.
Right.
It was really cool, though. The UN. Holy fuck!
I bet
That was sweet.
Yeah. You didn't happen to see any like alerts or anything on their systems?
I mean, it's UN. I'm sure there was alerts. I mean, there was like all kinds of communication kind of going. I mean, like in New Atlantis.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean that place seems really boring.
Got it.
I mean, it kind of seems like here, actually. Really boring.
Well, we talked about you going outside.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Remy, I gotta go. I'm gonna go poke around a little bit more at the UN. Okay, bye.
Alice.
Yeah,
Alice,
what's up?
Remember to eat and drink.
Okay. And she hangs up.
All right. Vinny, I'm not sure what happened to Riot. Do you have eyes on?
I haven't seen Riot for a couple hours, no. You want me to see if I can track him down?
If you can. He's not answering his own contact, which is unprofessional, and while I expect it from certain members of his ilk, I don't expect it from him.
I'm on it, Remy.
All right.
I will send I will ping Riot and see if I can get their location and a response.
You ping Riot. Riot, you're laying, staring up past this burnt scaffolding into the sky. It's late, dark clouds moving up above, moonlight kind of coming through, and all of a sudden you're like getting a signal coming from Vinny.
Yeah, I'll answer.
You all squared away?
Yeah.
That was not very convincing, Riot. What's going on?
It's I'll have to tell you more when we meet up, but I've
got a car
I've
on the way to your
learned-
location right now to pick you up. What the hell are you doing?
Just looking into something that I knew I needed to look into before we headed out, but yeah, I'll get in the car. I'll be there. I'm good.
You sure? You need something?
I mean, a stiff drink maybe. I'll be okay. We'll talk about things when I get back. Oh shit, my contact. I want to also check, like, have I been getting messages from my contact or anything?
Yeah, Frank has definitely tried to contact you like 6 times with no luck. You realize at this point it's only like 8 hours until mission go time. You have like what feels like 10 minutes of time has been essentially a vortex of several hours.
Oh shit. So yeah, I've been checking out this facility a lot longer than I thought.
That time in the hallway where your mind was getting
moved,
boogered scrambled a little bit, was definitely a heck of a lot longer than what it felt like.
I think still kind of on the call, thinking about like and scrolling through the messages I've been getting through Frank. I'm just like, oh my god, that's what time it is. All right. Yep. I'm just wrapping things up. I'll get in the car. I'll meet you guys. I think I've wrapped up what I need to before we head to the kelp farm.
The car will be there in 3 minutes. Get in the car, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Yeah, of course.
Once I get off the call with Riot, I'm gonna ring Miss Greer.
Oh yeah, okay. This would be before the rendezvous, right? That you set up? Lydia.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Lydia Meal. You're calling Miss
Greer. Yeah, Vivian.
Calling Vivian. Yes, sorry. Totally got
now
confused. I thought you were calling Lydia.
So basically, after the conversation with Riot, I'm slightly concerned about what might be going on with Vivian as well, because Riot obviously sounded distraught.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna call Miss Greer to check in.
Vivian.
Miss Greer.
Mr. Malone, how goes things on your end?
Things are shaping up nicely. I just thought I would check in to make sure that you were getting things dialed in on your end, and if there's anything that you needed assistance with.
Oh, nothing at the moment. Everything seems pretty on the up and up for me.
Okay.
And are we still on track to leave in, what is it? Oh, wow, 8 hours. Time flies.
It sure does. You're good to go.
I'm good to go, yes.
Very well. We'll see you shortly.
Yeah, see you soon. Should be fun.
Then I'll hang up.
Right as you hang up, Vinny, you're getting a call from Frank. Is it Ursa?
Ursus. Mm-hmm.
Ursus. Getting a call from Ursus.
Frank, talk to me.
All right, Vinny. Yeah, this Cole Briggs guy runs smuggling. likely, what I was able to dig up, some pretty strong connections with Arvin Nordica, not surprising. Does some different stuff from Golden Seal as well. Both of them do a lot of smuggling, so it's par for the course. Well, just be careful around him, Vinny. All right? Smugglers, they're a bit dodgy. And they're a bit, anyways, maybe I've just had a couple bad run-ins with smugglers in the
Here's
past.
the thing, Frank, about smugglers. That my experience is that they have a loyalty to one thing, and that's crypt.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly my point, Vinny.
People who can be bought can be manipulated quite easily. So I'm not as worried about Briggs as I am about our escape plan. Any luck whatsoever on getting us set up with some leverage or a submersible or something?
I'm going to send you over a code. A12 freight sub. Kelp farming area that Cole Briggs mans has freight subs that move in between the kelp farms and New Atlantis. A12 is one of them. Look for it if you need an alternative way in. You want to go and find yourself A12, use that code on it, should give you access to its controls. Courtesy of Jenkins. Jenkins was an old-time combat buddy. Apparently, he's down there working the kelp farms. He says the pay is ridiculous, which I hardly believe.
Jenkins as a farmer. Are you being serious?
Yeah, he's got an old lady now, too. Apparently. Got themselves kids. I don't know, whatever those nautical farmers are doing.
Well, if I run into him while I'm down there, I'll tell him that you said hello.
Please do, and tell him that it's a damn good shot.
Yes, he is.
Anyways, yeah, A12 freighter, that's the code. That should get you on it.
What's the capacity, personnel-wise?
I mean, it's a massive freight sub. They don't go fast. They aren't flashy, but they haul a heck of a lot, so shouldn't have any problem. Probably only a couple people at the controls, but plenty of space in the back if it ain't full of kelp.
Well, I only need space for 2, so that'll do just fine.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Anyways, keep your head on a swivel down there. I'm sure it's fancy and all, but, Jenkins was saying no weapons, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, there's one thing about that, Frank, is guys like us, we are the weapon.
True, Vinny. Well, I'm not so sure about you. You're kind of, baby angel soft at this point, working for those cushy elites, but maybe you'll get it back.
Frank. Look, next time we get together, I'll show you how hard I am, all right?
All right, I look forward to it.
I bet you do.
All right, take care, Vinny.
You too, Frank.
And with that, is there any contacts anybody else is waiting on? I think that is everybody.
I do want to check in with Frank who's been paying me.
The other Frank.
And why he didn't end up helping so much with the UN.
Oh, he did. You contact Dr. Frank. Riot. Is that you? I called you like 6 times, Riot.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry about that. That's that's usually not how I roll, but I'll talk to you about it later. But I'm okay.
Well, listen, me and that Allison. I mean, she's pretty damn good. She might have a future. We should, you should think about her. I mean, I don't know what her background is, but anyways, nah, man, it went off without a hitch. We got into the system. I executed some of my coding. You guys got a real strong piggyback. 4 hours of talk time, 8 to midnight every day. Should get you in. Busy chatter. You shouldn't be detected, unless somebody's got a reason to be looking for you. I think you're okay.
Okay, awesome, great work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, best of luck. That should, if you need anything else, reach out. I don't know what I can do down there, but other information, certainly, if you need me to pull up stuff up here. Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely reach out, and thanks to you, I can even while we're down there.
Yeah, no problem. Again, Allison. Woo. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Riot.
I'll reach out, see if we can get her on side. That'd be great.
Okay. Bye. And he hangs up.
All right, bye.
With that, the time ticks down. It's only a couple of hours until your departure. As you all begin to make your way over to the ports of... you're all sent a location at the ports, at the dock authorities of Bangkok. And you begin to move your way over there. Vincent, I think the last thing that we need to go over is simply Lydia Mills. You wanted to reach out to her. Do you want to reach out to her post the meeting with Aaron Peel or prior to?
I think more than anything, I want to touch base. I have a sense that she's not going to be reachable after the meeting with Aaron Peel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to check in with him to see if everything went okay with his meeting.
Yeah. You call Aaron. Yes. Hello, Vinny.
Mr. Peel. Good. Yes. We're just getting ready to depart, and I wanted to just make sure that I didn't leave any loose ends that might jeopardize the or tarnish the reputation of the family in any particular way.
No, I suspect there will be no loose ends. Yes.
That's good to hear.
You may find that your contact, Lydia Mills, is a little hard to reach. Anyways, even if she does talk, no one's going to believe her here on out. You can rest assured of that.
As long as she has no more leverage on myself or the family, that's all that matters to me.
Yes, you should take a lesson from Vivian Greer. A tarnished reputation is quite effective at making sure information does not move any further than the source.
Well, at least now folks will know not to mess with the Rail family or their agents. Indeed, and thank you for keeping the team on task and prompt to their deployment. It is essential. That's what I'm here for, sir. Yes. Good work, and keep it up, Vinny, and make sure, of course, Remy gets back safely. Will do, sir. I always do keep it up. Much appreciated. You all make your way to the dock, eventually meeting at the dockside where a large transport submarine, you are hardly the only ones on it. It does seem like there's a number of blue-collar workers getting onto the submarine. You realize these are likely individuals who work the kelp farms moving down that direction. You all are given passes, move on to the submarine, and begin to set out. Is there any last dialogue any of you would like to have as you move towards submerging and on your way to New Atlantis? 100%. Okay. When the vehicle arrives with Riot, before he joins the group, I will be meeting him at the car. I will open the door for him. And as he steps out and steps to his full height, I will be like right in front of him, like very close, Riot. And I'm just going to be like, I need you fully squared away for this mission. I'm not going to let whatever you've got going on jeopardize what we're about to do here. Are you ready for this? Can't hear you. Speak up.
Sorry, I keep on muting and then not unmuting. Yeah, I'm good.
Because it didn't sound like you were good on the call earlier. It sounded like something bad was happening or that you were confused about things. I want you to be straight with me. What's going on?
Before we left, I just wanted to check up on a lead on something that I'm working on that doesn't necessarily have to do with this, but was time sensitive. But I've actually discovered that it's more linked to what we're doing than I thought. There were several... I have some information about Siren's demise. But while I was checking that out, and where you sent that car to pick me up, Listen, I don't know much about psionics, but I think someone or something was there and they started messing with my brain. I started seeing weird visions, and the room looked different than how I knew the room I was in was, and there were these 3 women, and I...
Wait. Hold on. What do you mean 3 women?
There were 3 women, like a young girl, like middle-aged woman, and an old woman. You know, maiden, mother, crone kind of stuff.
Did they say anything to you? Did they speak to you?
Yeah, they just they said that they knew I was there and that I wasn't supposed to be poking around where I was yet.
Did they say any names? Did they mention a name or anything?
I'm trying to remember. Did they? I don't think they... Or Lear. Or Liar. Oh, you're muted now, Paul.
The old crone had looked to the adult woman, the middle-aged woman, and said Lear, as if it was a name.
The old one referred to the younger woman as Lear. And she...
Vincent, I will note that
like...
name means nothing to you.
Yeah, no. Then that wasn't the name I was really fishing for either. I thought maybe there'd be something else. Look, this is dangerous stuff. I'm glad you're okay. We need you at full capacity for this thing, Andrew.
Yeah. No, I dived a little too deep, but I'm fully here, and I don't know much about psionics, but I don't think they can just mess with my brain from wherever. I think it was because I was there. So I think I should be good.
You'd be surprised. Any notes or data that you collected, I'd like you to send over to me. If this has anything to do with the mission, I want to have all of it. I want to analyze it.
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
No, I'll send you what's pertinent to the mission.
Andrew,
you asked.
Send me all of it.
Sure thing. You asked about these 3 women. Do you know anything about them?
No. But I can find out.
Have you seen them, been visited by them?
Like I said, I can find out. Send me the information. I need to know that you're fully on board here and on the team.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'll pat you on the back and step out of the way. Let's get going. Send that over, and I'll have some folks get on it right away.
All right.
Make your way onto the subway. Vinny, you get a message. It's an unknown number. 24 hours. Call me. We need to talk. That's all it says. And as you set off, submerging underwater, you guys head down towards the kelp farms. Vivian, you sit in your chair, musing about Haruspecs, about this mission unfolding, about to enter into an underwater farmscape where you'll move through some sort of kelp manufacturing factory and be smuggled into New Atlantis, which of course you're quite excited about. New Atlantis. Yeah, that's a cap in the feather in your world. Behind you, Remy sits not so far away from Vincent, and Riot, peculiarly strangely distracted, staring out the window. You kind of quietly sit there, but suddenly aware that someone sits to your left-hand side in the vacant seat once there. Vandenberg is sitting. So, have you given thought to our arrangement, Vivian?
I have. It's curious, the conversations you have, but I wouldn't know the details of that. I don't suppose you would give a little more detail on what this crone's head is?
I tend to play my cards close to my chest, but if it's the difference of you retrieving it or not.
Well, that depends on the size of it. I'm going in a group, and I can only tuck so many things away.
Yes. I'm not quite certain its size, though I imagine roughly the size of the human's head.
Oh, so literally, it's a head.
Yes, I thought that was rather clear by the description, but...
Well, you know, everyone uses pseudonyms for things these days.
It contains a great deal of information around the arts of psionics that I wish to procure exclusively.
Guess you don't want to tip off your... Well, I guess I don't know what your competition is. I don't know exactly what it is you're working for or against.
Look into me. Vandenberg works for Vandenberg.
Yes.
Just as Vivian Greer works for Vivian Greer. There are powers that wish to exercise it over others. I believe in freedom of choice. Freedom for psionics not offered.
And
if this might help with bolstering your confidence. He looks towards you. He tips down his sunglasses. His eyes are just metal spheres socketed into his eye sockets. And as he puts back on his sunglasses, he's gone. You're staring at the wall. But you have a distinct memory in your mind. You were, at some point, you have no idea when, but you were standing with Vandenberg, overlooking one of the temples of the conclave in Himalaya. They too exercise a power, Vivian. They do not want us to explore potential. I simply want Scions to be truly free. Bring me the Crone's head. Help me realize this. Help all Scions realize their potential. That's your memory. As much as you remember holding your mother's hand, as much as you remember singing last week, you remember standing in a place that you have no other supporting memories of how you got there or being with Vandenberg, but it's yours.
This is getting old fast. Okay.
And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Paul, I have a quick question before we end.
Yeah, please.
What I want to know if, first of all, what Riot sent in terms of information to Vinny when he told him to do it, first of all.
Will. Oh yeah, Riot. Actually, what would you send over to Vinny?
I'm hesitant to send this much, but I think I would send pretty much everything except for anything about my mom and being transferred to Siren's Demise. But I think
so you
I'll
get
send
the whole file on Marcus Connolly, experimentation, the laboratories, that sort of stuff, but excluded.
I even show him the gun the injection gun that I could have.
You have a picture of yourself, selfie with the injector gun. Okay. Before we depart, the only thing that I wanted to do with that information is I wanted to send that to Black Rabbit and say, hey, please look into this right away.
The gun or just all of it?
All the information that I just got from Riot. Yep.
All you get is a quick response, Roger. And yeah, Black Rabbit's on it.
He's such a
yeah.
My name's not Roger. He knows my name's Vinny. He knows my name's Vinny.
Awesome. Well done, guys. We will pick up with your arrival down to the kelp farms and your fated encounter with Cole Briggs smuggling through the kelp farms and into New Atlantis.
Oh, so cool. Yeah. Thank you so much, Paul. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing, guys.
So many freaking layers, dude, to this.
Man.
What's going on with all these things interconnecting? This is really cool.
It'll be fun.
Exploring the psych ward was crazy cool.
I was glad you went. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna go, but you going by yourself was a little dicey. I gotta say that was pretty brave of you.
I was a little scared. I was like, every time you're like, "Do you keep on going?" I'm like, I probably shouldn't, but
so hard not to.
We're here, so might as well.
That was really cool and very suspenseful. So great job, you guys. That was super fun. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us in the chat tonight. And I know we had some good banter going on in the chat, so that's always fun to see. Let's go around the tabletop here and bid some farewells for the week. Of course, we'll be back next week to continue the story as Paul mentioned, but let's start with Stephanie, please.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I've been Vivian. She's quite the double agent, triple agent. She's got a lot on her plate. And we're going to steal an old woman's head without anyone noticing. It's totally fine. You can find me lurking around Guild Superior or over at Live in the Apocalypse under the handle Lavenza. I can also be found at sbrown_rights on Blue Sky and Instagram. And I'm really excited to see how this goes and how we survive, if we survive.
It's going to be tight for sure. Thank you so much. Vivian Greer is really cool. So I'm excited to see her manipulate some people in New Atlantis. Let's jump over to Ben. Ben, great job with the net diving tonight. You didn't get yourself killed. I totally thought you were going to.
Thank you. Yeah, was very spooky. I'm also very interested to find out what happened to the people in those pods that woke up. But we'll see about that. The pod people. But yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be a part of this. This is so cool. And yeah, I am GM Ben Guest on Instagram and Blue Sky, and Ben Guest VO on Facebook. And yeah, if you're in the Chicagoland area, you could actually maybe play a game in person at my table if you go through Rough Magic, Wizard Staff & Co., or Chicago Role Players Guild. I work for all three of them. And I might start GMing online stuff on startplaying.games sometime soon.
Nice.
That is a goal of mine. So also check that out, and check it out in general, because it's a great way to find people to play with. But yeah, so happy to be here.
Thank you, Ben. Let's jump over to Tim. Tim, always a pleasure to have you at the table, buddy.
Oh, this is a great table too.
And I love the NPCs that you created with Paul tonight. Jacques.
Yeah.
Jacques is sweet. I think he's a fan favorite already.
Yeah, Jacques was an early. He was the first contact I created, because I was like, "What is a contact that no one pays attention to?"
Yeah,
janitor. Yeah,
nailed it. Yep.
That's what it is. Yeah, no, Remy's turning into. I'm feeling spidery. I'm feeling like I'm weaving webs, and it's a lot of fun. I don't yet have a failsafe for Vivian, but I dare say I have some surprise for Riot should it be necessary.
Oh boy.
And Vinny has no idea what I have in store for him, so
Nope.
I'm very happy.
Nor does Dave.
Yeah.
Your own bodyguard.
What needs must is I think the way it's said. I'm Tim. Also, I'm only on Discord pretty much. I don't check much else. Barely hanging on. I'm on a whole bunch of different servers, so you can find me almost anywhere. Probably on too many. I don't know. Can you have too many friends? I'd say no. But yeah, I'm pretty much just doing this for now. I don't have anything else coming up. Throwing all my interest into Remy and his shadowy webs.
Hey, DM Jeremy, thanks for the raid. Perfect timing. We're saying goodbye.
Hey, Jeremy.
But it is nice to see you.
I was just signing off.
Yeah. Tim, thank you so much. No doubt we're gonna catch a few things in Remy's web in the not too distant future, so that's gonna be pretty sweet. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for the raid. Appreciate you guys. Welcome in. We are playing House of Eidolons, which is a game that I'll let Paul tell you a little bit about. He created the game, the world, and the game system, and so we've been playing a bunch of it over the last year. And we just started this new campaign last week. So the first episode is on our YouTube channel, which I'll put a link to if folks are interested in getting caught up. If you want to follow the channel, you'll get notified when we go live, which we will be doing again next Thursday. So give us a follow. Paul, hand it to you. Again, thank you so much for putting the time and effort into setting all of this intrigue afoot, and all of the crazy connections that you've sort of revealed. At least the beginning of tonight the intrigue started to get thick. So thank you for that. Yeah,
thanks for the amazing characters and coming from different perspectives. I wasn't quite sure how this team would all play out, but you guys wanting to come from different directions really created a very nice and interesting vortex of intrigue to play around with. Set in a scenario that I've really been wanting to play, is kind of exploring the horrors of black sites, of corporations with absolutely no restraints, no laws or anything governing them, what would come about in these sealed away dark spaces of research. And so very excited for this episode, very excited about the players. I'm Paul Angelo, also go by Penburrow online. You can find me on Instagram. Author of The Rules of House of Eidolons and co-author of House of Eidolons, along with my partner Gunvald or Josh. Check us out online. We're going to be kickstarting soon. We also have a YouTube channel where you can see some of our just at-home campaign stuff as well. And then check out Guild Superior's website, where you can catch the 3-part prelude to this series, which actually sets quite a bit of the foundational stuff of what the series is based off of. And so you can kind of get a little bit of a background that even some of these characters don't necessarily know about leading into this. And you'll start to see some of those choices that were made there start to tie into this story as well, and have already started to do that. But thanks. There'll be many more stories to tell in this world, but feel free to ping me on Discord if you ever have any curiosity about the system. I'm always eager to talk about it. I'm very biased. It's a fun system, and I think it's a great space to play cyberpunk in. I think it's very enjoyable. If you like cyberpunk, give it a try.
Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you bringing this to us. And I'm really excited about the Kickstarter. 100% support for you guys in what you have going on. I just feel very, I don't know what the right word is, but it just makes me feel really good to surround myself with creative people. And you guys are all super creative role players and creators. And everybody at this table, the various tables that we have assembled over the 5 years of running games here, it's been really inspiring. So thank you for all of you for doing what you do. We've got my name's Dungeon Dave, of course. I get to play games, produce games, and run games for Guild Superior. You can connect with me on our Discord because I'm not on the social media anymore. We might occasionally post on our Blue Sky account, which sure, connect with us there, I think. But mainly Discord. Social media is too much of a dumpster fire anymore to really want to give that too much time up. But I will say this, we've got a bunch of great stuff on our YouTube. We've got a bunch of great stuff on our calendar coming up. Not only are we running this campaign on Thursdays with Paul and the crew here, but every Tuesday night we are running a Shadow Dark campaign called These Withered Roots, which has been very fun and dark, very, very dark. And also gets at some really interesting themes related to intergenerational trauma and the decisions that ancestors have made that put current generations in a bit of a pickle in terms of spirituality, environmental degradation. It might ring sort of familiar to some of you, but set in a Shadow Dark world. So it's a ball of fun. You got to come by and check it out. And then to offset that trauma game, we've got on Saturdays we're playing Things from the Flood, which is with Alan Henry and the crew from New Zealand. And we're playing teenagers. It's a kind of a sequel to our Tales from the Loop game that we played about a year ago. I get to play Milton Haraldson, who is now 15 years old, and he's going through puberty, and he's trying to figure out what's happening in his town. And his friends are 18 and 19 years old, and it's just a really fun dynamic. It takes place in an alternate 1991. So he's listening to a lot of Seal and REM, a little bit of Nirvana, but yeah, it's pretty fun, and that's a very joyous game. Although Alan has taken us in a dark direction there too. So whatever. We're all going dark for the 2026, I guess. So anyhow, we're gonna raid into some friends here. So please stick around. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you for cheering us on. Jeff, thanks for the bits earlier that helped us succeed in some of the crazy rolls that we were making tonight. And we'll be back next week to do more of it. Thanks everybody for being here. We'll see you soon. Bye.